Hello, everybody. How are we all tonight? I hope we are doing good. Hello, Massive Panda. I see you there. Hopefully, you're still here. I saw that you wrote that a little bit ago. I'm not sure how long. What's going on tonight? Well, I'm not completely sure. Of course, I am gonna do some drawing. Um, one of my characters or whatever, a couple of my characters. Don't quite know yet. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I he took out that eye. Yeah, I'm still here. Ah, good. Hey, Jr. Just trying to get this. I gotta. Reset up my green screen finally. Sort of. I'm not sure whether. Well, Jr. wasn't here when I had it a while back. Hey, hail Dillard. You're welcome to come on if you want Dillard. Um, Congratulations on your gig with Yellow Flash. Hey, Marsupio. Okay, so there we go. Uh, just the Discord, Dillard. Just the Discord. You can come right in through the Discord, the on-air thing in my Discord. Turn on a light. uh, I can't wait to see the new junk placement. Oh, hey, what's up, Dillard? Congrats. Hey, Aqua, how are you? Are owned on your project. Yeah, if those that don't know, Dillard is working with Yellow Flash on a project. Um, let me bring, let me show you the page. I captured it. This is the page. I'm not sure what the book's about, but there it is. There's the page that Yellow Flash showed from it. So, that's how I know. So that is cool. Let me get that. Uh, oh, I'm not even in my thing yet, am I? I'm not in my on air. There, I'm in on air now. Dillard, if you want to come on. My bad. Oh, let me grab a soda and I'll hop on. Okay, for sure. JR, did you see my response on Mike's channel to your question over there? So, so I do have Pisces here. I'm just not sure whether I want to drop Pisces tonight. So how has everybody's week's been going? Hope it's been going good. Let me. I should have a video up tomorrow. Should have a video um over the next couple days. I saw Vic King did a picture of the Canadian Shield. I'm sure Dillard will have some stuff to say about that. Oh yes, congratulations. Can you spell whose book are you working on and did you sign an NDA? It is called Dark Con. There's been a couple videos. I can't show every page as I do it. I would love to make pages. I haven't signed a thing for it. But he said I could show pages as some pages that I work on. I showed page one, then think I showed page three. I'm working on page, what page am I working on? I think page six now. And I'm recording myself doing stuff on that. He gave me some thumbnails for it. Spent 2 days trying to fix a leaking toilet, which put me behind in comic publishing. That was basically my weekend. What about you? My weekend wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. Here's the current page I am working on. Um, for that, it's called what's it called here? Something Counter Strike. Stargaze Counter Strike. There's the first page. I did a video with me doing it, said about it. You can find that. It's like somewhere between a 5 and 10 minute video here. Actually, you know what? I can probably find it for you guys. Let me get on my YouTube channel here, the back end, and see whether I can find it. Uh, this is. Let's go a little bit further down. Okay, so I'll get the link for the first page. Actually, the first one is 21 minutes or almost 22. The second one, I think, is because I include a little bit more of what I'm doing. The second one's like 7 minutes. So here, let me put a link. There's a link to the first one. I know it's a bit longer, but I share a little bit more of the process in it at the beginning. So, you know, that's what it is. Water. Not sure what you mean by water. Aqua. I know aqua means water. So I haven't. Yeah, his dark con or conversation is what the con is just short for conversation. Hey, Metal, how are you? And I'm probably about 2.5 weeks from finishing the remastering of Canadian Shield 1, depending on how fast I go. I got done page 17 today. I think I should be able to get done 2 more pages this week. There's 24 pages that need to be done and all. I might even be able to get 3 more done this week. It'd be nice if I could get up to page 20 done this week. Um, so. And Metal, of course, you know you're welcome on. I should be in my thing. I'm just trying to find a villain or hero to draw. I don't know which one I want to draw of my villains or heroes. So, anybody got any other questions or whatever? I don't think I've done Scorpio. This is my character Scorpio. Did I? Oh, can you draw Marcus Calgar? I don't even know who or what that is. If I look it up, will I actually find something? JR is awesome sauce. Okay, so like, hey John, I take it it's John here.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, John and Metal. Hey, John, Metal.
Oh, I
Rick,
can't.
you're very quiet.
I'm terrible.
You're terrible. Why are you terrible?
Oh, there we go.
Hey, he fixed it. Hey, Metal, how are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Got a lot of family around right now?
No, but a lot of our family is like across. They don't live like near us. They have to drive in. I know there's some local friends who are coming in tonight, but I don't need to be around them. So I'm just hanging here. I probably won't see any family till the weekend.
Okay. Oh,
Such a
Mo.
loner, Metal. Rick,
So-
Metal's a lone wolf.
Well, I'm always here with the nuclear family I grew up with. Like I live with my brothers, so
Yeah. He's like Terry Bogard, Rick.
Yeah.
oh
So-
yeah, Terry and Andy were always hanging out, but then they would just like split up and do random things before seeing each other again.
So I guess you.
Meeting up to fight.
Yeah. What are you trying to ask? Right?
My wife said she might come and watch you, Rick.
Oh.
I just saw her before I came back in with my soda. And she said, I'll go watch as long as you don't try to sell me something.
No, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, I looked him up on Yahoo, JR. I think is he the one in the blue armor? So I guess the secret's out. What your big thing was? Who that you were collaborating with to work on a project with?
Yeah.
Were you?
What do you think about that, Rick?
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Were you expecting him to put out the tweet letting everybody know, or did he tell you he was going to do that, or?
No. He did it before he put the tweet out.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he did it on his show or whatever.
Yeah, his flashcast. That's when he announced it.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise for most of us. I mean, Dillard already told us the day it was going to happen.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hear about it, so I
Well,
just
that's 'cause
saw
you
the
weren't
tweet
hanging out
today.
in the back rooms.
Yeah.
Also, I put it in the groups that you're in. You just don't pay attention to anything that I say, Rick.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to anything anybody says. Oh, let's see. Okay, massive.
Don't sit here and act like I didn't tell everybody that I had big news.
Well, I knew you had big news. That I knew, but I didn't know it was working with Yellow Flash. You were keeping
Big
that.
news.
That you were keeping a secret for the most part because you had to, you know. I don't. Did you tell anybody beforehand that before the
I knew.
tweet or he announced it on a show that that's
Yeah,
what
I
you
told
were-
Metal and Marsupial.
Ah,
But that's also because we were hanging off air.
yeah.
So, you can.
Yeah,
leak
you're
those
always
things.
invited, Rick. You never come in.
I do sometimes. I
you
did,
don't.
and we ended up doing something uncomfortable.
What?
We ended up talking to Vic.
Oh yeah. Massive Panda says, John, I listened to your video called Comicsgate Has Cancer. It was in excellence. I'm surprised every big CG YouTuber isn't EFAPing. Well, everybody has their own opinions. I mean, the video is just my opinions about it.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet.
There's no
Let's see.
point.
What
in
was
EFAPing.
better was when he was on Comicsgate Kings in the after show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Post Kangs,
Yeah, the post Kings.
and we continued the conversation about how Comicsgate has cancer.
Let's let's see. Massive says, Rick, what kind of device are you using for your coloring? One of my friends showed me how fast you can color on Procreate with an iPad. I'm still using Intros 4 Wacom tablet like a bum. I think that's what I'm using. Here's what I'm using, if you can see it. On my computer, of course. Yes, John was on fire, says Marsupio. And hello, Rex. How are you? If you want to come on, Rex, you're more than welcome. It's just through my Discord in the on-air chat. I made a new song on my channel, says Aqua. Cool, cool, cool. Well, you got.
Do you want an exclusive sneak peek, Rick Piper, into the next page?
Are you allowed to?
Yellow Flash's comic? I don't care.
Yeah. Sure. Here, let me get it up so people can see you. Because nobody can see you at the moment.
Can they hear me at all? I know how
yeah,
you
they
are.
should be able to hear you.
All right, let me share my screen here. Hold on.
Pixel will be coming on Thursday. I am doing a high noon on Thursday for Pixel. Marsupial.
All right, so here's the page I'm currently working on. Let me turn off the sketch. You can just see the inks. So our hero is headed into this cave. Are you? Is he showing it right now? I can't.
Yes,
tell.
I am showing it.
Okay. Well, he's headed into the cave, hiding from those Nazis that are chasing him down.
Cool, cool, cool.
Takes place during World War II. He's a American fighter pilot, working with the Allies. They're in the campaign. They're fighting it is in northern Africa in the Egypt area.
Cool, cool.
Finds a cave and he walks into the cave. What's all this in here? And here he's finding. I haven't finished drawing it yet, but he'll find something very special on top of this pedestal in the middle of this cave.
Sort of
And that's where I'm
Indiana
at so far.
Jones-ish.
Very much so, yes.
Let's see. Marsupial says, Metal, is it okay if Pixel Trader comes on the Vomitorium for 30 minutes tomorrow?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I thought I implied that it was okay in the backroom chat, but yeah, no, you could go on. Normally, I like it when people get a full show to themselves to promote stuff, but between my schedule being kind of packed and he having trouble in the evenings, first 30 minutes of the normal Vomitorium is perfectly fine.
Massive says, this looks great, man. You're killing this. Massive also said, so we're both bumps. Nice. Kindred spirits, Rick. Kindred spirits.
So when he was on the Flashcast, he showed the first 3 pages. So the one you showed was page 2. This is actually page 1. It's like a flashback montage page.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like what was happening at the time. You know, the world was at war. Soldiers conscripted through blah blah blah. You know, and the Air Force has now taken their interest over here in this area. That's what it's going to be.
Cool.
Then the second page that you showed, and then this one here, which is the third page, he also showed, where he gets shot down, and then he lands, sees that people are chasing him down here in the back, and these are the Nazis coming after him, and he takes refuge behind these rocks, which is then where we move to this page, where he finds a cave to hide in, and then finds something special.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Mike Walters is here saying hey, Rick, dropping in to like, share, and say hi. And Marsupial, too. You know, it's up to you if you want to come. Anybody really out there, if you want to come in, just be good, all that. And, on air, Discord, I haven't even drawn anything yet. We're just talking, which is good, too. Let's see. There we go.
Metal, is his audio messing up for you now again, too? Rick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You're just being very quiet.
Yeah. I'm always, you know me, I'm always quiet. Okay, so stop sharing.
Also, sorry. Aside from answering that question, one of the reasons I was quiet is because my brother was also in the room and we were talking about what we might be doing later tonight.
Marsupial says sounds okay to me. Okay, so
Okay, then it must be me. But my voice might get a little choppy because I'm gonna start, working again.
yeah.
What you been up to, Rick? What's new with you?
Just working. Working on my stuff, remastering Canadian Shield 1. I just figured I'd go sort of full throttle into that, besides doing up the comic that I'm being paid to do, too. Which is coming along, started coming along fairly nicely. Or fairly decent rate, I should say, in doing it pages. Just trying not to do them too fast so the guy has enough money to pay me when I get one done.
I heard that, girlfriend.
It must be your computer. Seems to happen, Dillard. That was Timothy Olson. Hello, File 13, how are you? Marsupial says, I went to Best Buy to get ink and almost bought one of those Mortal Kombat machines. I want one so bad. Okay, Mortal Kombat machine?
Okay, I can answer this. So when he came over here, right, my brother has all these one-up arcade machines. I usually see the Mortal Kombat one directly in the background of the vomitorium in my
I
webcam.
think I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, so we played quite a few of them. And yes, every multiplayer thing that we played, I did win. And Mortal Kombat was one of them. But he wanted Mortal Kombat because of all the other games that were on there aside from Mortal Kombat. And it's like, yeah, I can see why it's tempting. There was a lot of good games on there, and including Root Beer Tapper is on the Mortal Kombat 2 machine.
Oh, I remember that. I didn't play it a lot, but I have played it.
Yeah. I will admit though, one of the matches, in Mortal Kombat 2 was pretty close, but I still won.
Yeah, you'd probably win with me too. I'm not good with those.
Well,
I
we
can
played
play 'em,
two.
I can
Who is Marsupial's character he plays with?
I'm trying to remember who he was playing. I think he went with Scorpion the first time, maybe. Or he went with Reptile one of the two times. I think that was the second time was Reptile. But he played the ninjas. It is.
He seems like a Sub-Zero kind of guy.
Yeah. I can't actually remember who I played the first time. I know I played Melina the second time, who, if I knew how to play, she's actually the best character in 2, but I barely play 2. I played 3 more, so I was out of my element, still won.
Marsupial says, I played Scorpion and Reptile. He also said it has Joust, Gauntlet, Tapper. Oh, that's cool. I remember those games.
Yeah, but it must be a Midway machine, Timothy says. It's a Midway machine. The way all of the one-up arcades work is there's a main cabinet it's based off of, and then it has a bunch of games from the company, because that's how they get the licenses.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
How much was
we
the
also
machine?
play that machine. When it was new, it was probably somewhere between $300 to $400. I think you can get them cheaper now. If you get them in resale, you can get it closer to like $200.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for Metal. The arcade cabinets, the one that's like the real ones, right? The ones that you see online for $4,000 to $7,000
Yes.
and up. like if I wanted to get like a Cabela's Big Game Hunter, like the one that I would find at a pizza shop, or a good one, a one that has very great response on it, accurate, all that stuff. How much would I be looking to pay for one of those?
Oh, I gotta think, because if it's one of the newer ones, because they still make Cabela's, it might be a little cheaper. Well, a lot of the ones where you see for like upward of like thousands of dollars are cabinets that you can't find other than resale anymore. Here, I actually know where to look for that. Let me find it real quick.
Okay, because I want one, like, because my wife tried to do this, right? My wife was like, you know what, we need something for other people to play, like when the nephews come over, something to entertain them. So we bought like a PlayStation, a bunch of games, and all that stuff, and it didn't really work out. Nobody really
One
liked
Up
it.
Arcade
And
does
the people,
have a big buck hunter, but let me see if I can find the Cabela's.
Hey,
well, even
Mike,
anything like House of the Dead, right? Anything that has
Yeah.
a gun that you could play and it's really fun, Something that you would spend all your quarters on, but you actually have it at your house so you can play it as much as you want and get bored.
let's see. Marsupial said I didn't know any of the moves. Timothy says easy to do combos with Scorpion and Reptile. Martial then said I figured out the acid spit, but that hardly does any damage. And Timothy's like, well, you can do a force ball with Reptile and an uppercut when they go up in the air. And Mighty Gook says, I usually play as Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile. Yeah, those guys are probably the most famous.
Yeah, the real, like the big buck hunter.
I don't like that. Oof.
Is like $7,000.
Okay, so what about something like House of the Dead, Time Crisis, anything that has a gun that I could shoot?
Yeah. House of the Dead might be a little cheaper if it's one of the later House of the Deads. Let me look.
Marsupial says he found it on eBay for $580 and then puts a link in the chat for you, John.
Like I said, the smaller cabinets you can get cheaper. I was looking at like the really big one with the extended mount for the shotgun.
Yeah, something like that.
Depending on who's selling it, you can get some of the later House of the Deads anywhere between 500 to 4,000. Old House of the Dead, that's always going to be in the upper 1,000 range though, just because there's very few of those.
Like I'm going to be honest here, like I don't have nostalgia. I want something that looks cool, but it has a gun that works well. Like I'm going to be honest, I don't even care if it's a game that I've never heard of before, as long as it's very accurate and fun.
Yeah, but even then, House of the Dead 4, it's hard to find those cheaper ones because they go so fast. Like Marsupial said, it's probably going to be up to like $2,000.
Yeah, Timothy says you can also do combos with Kitana. You can do combos with all the characters in Mortal Kombat. It's just knowing how to.
Yeah, like I don't know if it was just the Sega Genesis, but there was some stuff that got me really frustrated. Like I know there's a certain distance if you play Sub-Zero, where if you high punch over and over again, the person doesn't have an opportunity to block or move. They just keep getting hit until they run out of life.
Yeah, the chip damage.
And then there's another one with Melina, where when she does the thing where she goes down the bottom of the screen and comes out the top of the screen.
Yeah.
That you can do that and time it right so that before they can recover, you hit them again and again and again.
I did it, I think, like 3 or 4 times.
Very frustrating to fight somebody like that.
Yeah, the link that he's showing has the smaller machines for the most part. Those are the cheaper ones, but you can get those some of the smaller machines. The 580 one is actually an arcade 1-up big buck, which is the one I was talking about. For about around 2,000, you can get the full shotgun, the actual machine. The extended machine, the other one I was talking about, they have one on here for 3,000, so it's a little cheaper than what I saw.
Master Panda said, speaking of
That's
House
not
of
too
the
bad
Dead,
for.
Go ahead. Timothy says cheap moves. Speaking of House of the Dead, says Panda, have you all seen the Trash House of the Dead movie by director something Bull? It's laughably bad, just like all
Yeah, Uwe Ball.
his
I've seen
movies.
it. Honestly, House of the Dead. I think 4 might be the one I've played the most. It's either that or 2. But House of the Dead is probably my favorite arcade shooter. But I like all of them. Time Crisis, all of them are fun.
I may sound kind of whack. I don't care. But I always enjoy when I go to an arcade. If they have it there, I will always play a game or two of Cruis'n USA.
Oh, yeah. No, Cruis'n USA is great.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I've played it before. I just hate that most of the games. Well, not that there's actually no arcades near.
But you're Canadian, Rick.
But,
I
was
think he's
just gonna-
implying you're not allowed to enjoy Cruis'n USA.
They had it, so. In arcades. I just hate the ones. I just hate how arcades got expensive with, the 50-cent ones, and then they went up to $1 or $2.
I'm kind of an arcade junkie. I'll play like almost anything at the arcade.
Yeah.
Arcades are a little better now. They were definitely rising in price too much, like you were saying, for a while. Now you either have like a round one where you get a preloaded card and you just get like so many credits on there and then you use them, or you can go to like a barcade, and the barcades basically they just charge you $10 to go in for the day, and then all the machines are set to free play. So as long as nobody's at it, you can just play it as much as you want without putting anything.
I like that, actually. That's. Especially if you're going to be there for a bit. Let's see. Marsupio says Yellow Flash is on Cecil's channel looking at Anna's calendar. Laugh out loud. And then he put a link to, I guess, her Indiegogo for the calendar. That Star Wars Girls cosplay calendar. Is this a new one, or is this the one from a couple years ago, or a year ago, or whenever she did it before?
I believe it's a brand new one.
My favorite arcade to go to with arcade is literally just called Free Play. It's a great place in Arlington, Texas. That's at the most confusing location. It's on the corner of Southeast Street and East South Street. But it's
the worst thing I've ever heard.
It is. I don't know why the Dallas area or Tarrant and all this, why we name our roads the way we do. It's horrible. And then put them right next to each other. But it's a great location. It's got a lot of games. There's an original House of the Dead in the back. They've got like Gauntlet Dark Legacy there. They've got what's it called? Dragon's Lair, the original Mario Brothers, like basically any classic game that you could want to play.
Okay, Marsupio says it's a new one. I'm not sure whether he's says I should show it on stream. I'm not sure whether he's talking about Cecil's stream or the Indiegogo project. But I'll show the Indiegogo project. And Massive Panda says, I had a hard time with House of the Dead back in the arcade days. My hand-eye coordination was never good enough for all those flying dead bat things in the game. I used up a lot of quarters back then.
Well, that's the point. You know, they don't want you to be good at the game. They want you to lose and put more quarters.
Too bad for them. I have very, very good hand-eye coordination and very fast twitch reflexes.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do.
Well, not in Mortal Kombat.
Well, you know, last time I played Mortal Kombat, I beat the person I was playing against, so...
Yeah,
Take that
but the
for
question
it.
is, how good were they? So here is Anna's latest calendar on Indiegogo. You would think she would.
Let's
switch
all
this-
take a look.
It has made 40,000, just over 40,000 Canadian dollars. or just almost, looks like 30,000 US dollars. I'll switch it to US monies for you guys. It's just $126 away from. So I don't know who that's supposed to be. Character. That I think is one of the Sailor Scouts.
That is Mercury.
Yeah,
Scroll
Sailor-
back up to the top one.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
I thought this said Bikini Edition. That's not a bikini.
That's a One Piece.
That's a bikini.
Yeah.
I'd say that's not a bikini either. I know that's another anime thing.
No, that's from the Fifth Element.
Oh, Fifth Element.
That's Lilu. Here we go. Barbie. Okay, she kind of looked like a Barbie. I get that. They have it in order.
Barbie.
No.
Sailor Moon,
No.
Marilyn Monroe. Honey Rider, Lady Death, Wonder Woman, Vampirella, Cyclops, Savage Land, Rogue, Red Sonja, and Keeping a Mystery for number 12. So,
Lilu is the supreme being.
uh, 2023 poster pack of the ones from. Looks good, but I'm not gonna pay I'm not gonna pay $40 for a calendar. Plus
I don't
delivery.
even need a calendar. I've got a phone. It's got Google Calendar built in. Why do I need a calendar?
This is for 2024.
Cool. You like looking at shaved monkeys.
Let's see. Barbie. Oh, Marsupials. I thought you all might enjoy that. Yeah, I enjoyed it a little bit. Thank you, Marsupial. Metal. I sent you DM a week and a half ago. I'm just not. Are you gonna be able to do that or before you?
I'll be honest. I completely forgot about it.
Okay.
It's been pretty busy over here. Let me see. Was it the drive link? Let me look. Oh, corrections. Yeah. I should be able to do it. I just, again, completely forgot.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I just figured I'd ask, because like I said,
Yeah, real sensitive, Rick. I just figured I'd ask.
I'm just a week or two away from being done, so hopefully next week or early the week after. Let's see. Marsupial says, I'm a Far Side calendar. It's pretty much the same thing. JR says, I'm getting this. I'm queer. And Anna has an Ewok form that I could get close to. Good, I guess.
I don't know. I've never been much for calendars. I had like a fighter plane calendar back when I was a kid. I think that's the only time I've ever had a calendar.
I've gotten most of my calendars I've gotten for free, but
Yeah. I might have like a Animal Crossing calendar somewhere. I never used it. It was just like a collectible.
I bought a Marvel calendar once. I don't know what I paid for it. It was probably cheap because, again, just like you, I don't really want to pay $20 or more for a calendar. I just think it's a waste of money, paying $20 for a calendar when you got the computer and stuff like that.
Yeah, like my dad used to pay for pinup calendars that he would have in the garage, and I'm just like, but why? Why don't you just get the pinups? Why do you need a calendar for it? And it seems like the worst way to get it.
I've got ones with nature stuff, but usually I've gotten them for free or whatever. I'm not paying 20 or 25 bucks for a calendar. I might go 10 or less. I might pay for a calendar like that or whatever. But
Yeah. Because I feel like all that would happen is if there was a pinup that I specifically like, I would end up just ruining the calendar itself to take off that page and put the pinup up. Because you only see it for that month otherwise.
And the thing is, for 25 bucks, you're only using this calendar for a year. Yeah, technically you have the images for.
Yeah, I get it, Rick. You're just gonna wait for the OnlyFans, like me.
I'm just trying to make some
If it's
sort
efficient.
of covers.
Oh, hey. Trying to do a sexy pinup, and you're like, I don't need a calendar. I have one on my phone.
Yeah, just give me the pinup.
She's trying to make a little bit of money while she still has somewhat her figure. Leave her alone.
Yeah, just make another
I'm
option
not-
where you can
I'm
just
not
have
being
all
gra-
the pinups as individual prints.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm begrudging her. Stop making these dumb calendars. Just take a bunch of nudes and sell those.
I'm not
Anna.
begrudging her doing it. Hey, people out there will.
I am. It's disingenuous.
People out there will pay for that stuff, so let them. I'm just not gonna be one of them.
And then make people finance your dumb hobby. Nobody cares that you're into Star Wars. Just show the ass.
Okay, I think this was talked about before I hopped in. Are you drawing Kagler from 40K?
Yeah, we're trying to. Or it was asked for me to do it, so I'm doing my best that I can.
Let's all do our best.
We need more Space Marines in the world. That's what we need.
If you say so.
Oh, 40K is pretty cool.
I think I actually have it from the computer, one of the things.
What is your Space Marine going to be doing? Just standing there? Posing for a picture?
Something like that. I don't know.
That is mostly what Space Marines do. Their armor is so bulky that all it lets them do is run and shoot guns and tear things with chainsaws.
You should draw him running and shooting a gun, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not used to the character, so I'm just getting.
It's a horrible excuse. If you get used to anatomy enough, you should be able to just start drawing characters in different poses.
Yeah, true.
You would think after drawing online for 5 years,
You'd at least take more risks.
start learning anatomy, Rick.
I've learned a little. It's just all this guy's big armor. I guess is what I think is throwing me.
Captain Infinity says,
aside
do your
from-
research, Rick.
Yeah. But aside from like the little head, right? You could basically just treat him like he's a bulky transformer.
Yeah. Well, even the head, you'd see a transformer head in something like that too. So.
No, I was saying the fact that his head is still roughly just a human head.
Yeah, well, a lot of transformers have human type heads. They just have stuff coming off of them or whatever. Or they make it a little.
You're right,
bit
Rick.
more
This should be
human.
easy. You're making Metal's point.
Yeah.
Although I've been drawing with the guy that I'm doing some comic for. I've been actually drawing. I wouldn't say super bulky like this, but some armored guys, just all armored
I
guys.
also see you're still not actually sketching before you start drawing.
Yeah.
Well, I did start that. That's to give you the most basic. I was just sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Let's
Depends
see.
on.
Marsupial says, breaking news. Al Pacino, 82, is expecting baby with girlfriend Nor. Does that say alfalfa? Or alfala? I don't know. 29. There's a hope for us all. Yeah,
Ah,
it's a
fa la
Rick.
la la la.
Fala la la la. Never heard of this person, but she's young. So if you're rich, yes, you can still get a young woman.
Captain Finity says, just because Dillard is famous, we're getting an increase in our marketing budget. Captain Finity, drawn
Excellent.
by Dillard Draws.
That's free marketing right there.
Yeah. Rick is a 40k YouTuber now. No, just somebody in my audience asked me to draw him. I didn't have anything else
So
special.
you're saying if we apply enough peer pressure, we can turn you into a 40k YouTuber.
I'm not sure about that.
Yes, Rick will spend the exact amount of time researching 40k lore as he does researching an enemy.
Yep. Well, maybe less. Rick for the Rick gods at Flit Amaranth.
See, I would ask Rick, what is your favorite chaos god? But you probably couldn't even name a single one of them.
No, I couldn't.
My favorite god of chaos is Jesus.
I don't think Rick could name a Necron either. To have a favorite.
Yeah, Necron's in, or was in DC Comics. Who's your favorite Necron, Rick? I don't even know. Because I know that you guys did not mean Necron from DC Comics. I think that's how it's spelled, anyways.
It's okay. The lore of 40k is too based for Rick. He couldn't handle it.
Well, like I said, I've got the.
Old blue-pilled Rick.
I think I actually have the game. I've played it a few times, but
Which one?
40k. I think it's the first one. I don't know.
Is it the old Ultramarine? Because the original one is pretty fun, and they're actually making a sequel to it. Bolt Gun just came out, which is great for people who like boomer shooters. It's like playing a Doom type game.
Yeah. I know the box was yellow, orange, goldish, something like that. If that helps in any way, shape, or form, which it probably doesn't. Who's your favorite Warhammer? I have no idea. I know I haven't completed the game either, so that probably doesn't.
They've been making more and more audiobooks of the older novelizations, and I think that is great. That'll get more people to actually read or listen to them. It is a pretty good universe.
Not sure where. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played it. I'm not even sure whether I got it installed on my computer. I probably don't.
No, I definitely want to pick up Bolt Gun. I was watching somebody play it, and it looks super fun. I love those old shooters like Doom and Quake and stuff like that. Quake is probably my favorite shooter I've ever played.
I've played Quake before, not a lot, but I have played it. So.
If you like Quake, you would probably enjoy Bolt Gun.
Yeah, I didn't mind Quake.
Rick, who's your favorite K? The first K or the 40th K?
I don't think there was any other Ks.
There's Agent K.
What are you, stupid?
There's also Special K.
JR says, I didn't learn about Warhammer until just a few years ago and had no idea how much up my alley of a genre Warhammer is. Timothy says he's playing Doom Eternal.
I also see his Flash Gets reference. Because he says, join the crusade of killing furries. Flash Gets is an online animator. Flash Animation obviously was where they started. And they started with like Warhammer stuff way, way back. But then recently, within the last couple of years or so, they made a series where the Ultramarines from Warhammer are basically killing furries because it's almost like one of the Chaos Lord's infection is that it's turning people into degenerate furries. And it's great. It's probably not good for you, Rick. I don't think you'd enjoy it. It might be a little too unwholesome in many ways. But for slightly more degenerate people, it is a great series to watch.
So probably great for Dillard.
Oh, probably. Because it's still, I mean, you're still on the side of the 40K people, right?
Yeah.
Of the Ultramarines. So you want to see the furries destroyed, but it's like... Oh, they're Black Templars, not Ultramarines, that's right. But you still want to see, like, the Templars kill everything. It's just... mature, I guess would be the best word to put.
That would be...
Yeah.
Dillard laugh out loud. Marsupial said. Flit says, who's got that avant-garde industrial music playing in the background? Not me. I didn't think anybody had music playing in the background. I hear what sounds like wind a little bit, but...
They also did a nice little video. This one's a little more acceptable for your average person, but still kind of bloody, where they took the basic lore of 40K and boiled it down to a Looney Tunes cartoon. That one, that's okay to show like random people to give them like a nutshell of the series.
There's a guy that I watch, Popcross Studios. He's converted some characters into the 40K stuff, so I know he does a lot of, make characters in this genre or whatever. It's where I got sort of my idea to when I was trying to do that for a little bit, but
Yeah.
didn't seem to catch on, and I couldn't keep up that schedule, so. Let's see. JR said the Holy Roman Empire is such a labyrinthine, amazing creation. It deserves such more depiction in the English genre fiction. Grey Knights, Black Templars, Blood Angels, Ultramarines are all my favorites of mine. I think you might find something like that in Assassin's Creed.
For 40k, my favorite is the Adepta Sororitas, or the Sisters of Battle. They're basically hardcore space Valkyrie that kill everything.
Let's see. Timothy says they cannot be stopped as long as there are dads too busy to play catch or Asians. Okay, I have no idea what he means by that.
No, that was one of the lines from one of the videos.
Okay, and then JR says I thought the wind noise was coming from another window. It's a windy SMR.
No, that's me. I have wind noise.
Mm-hmm. It's part of Dillard's charm. You got to respect it.
That head is
Here, I'll
really
turn down my
small.
microphone.
That head is really small,
How's that?
says Timothy. No, it's just that he's got huge armor.
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
Me either. Captain Finity says, "Hi Tim, thanks for coming on and setting the record straight about me. You are okay sometimes, Cap," says Tim.
Yeah, they have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
But also, who doesn't Tim have a love-hate relationship with? That's part of Tim's charm.
Hey, Hero Shack. Hey, Chris. Or Diana. I'm not sure who's using the account. Yeah, we did we started drawing Private American on Tim's channel last Tim. Sorry. Chris's channel last night on Hero Shack. Oh, you know what? He doesn't have a rent share, so I'm
It's
just
Diana.
coming in. It's me, Diana. Okay, must add as moderator. We'll have just a standard moderator. There, Diana or Chris. I think it's Diana. You can put.
No, Diana did confirm that it's her.
Yeah, you can put. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I wasn't sure whether it was Chris trying to mess with me. Sometimes I think he would.
Oh,
do
could
that.
be. Yeah. I don't know.
But
I did catch a
What
little
must
bit
it
of
be
like the
to
end of
be
your
you
drawing.
and be so suspicious of everyone in your life.
oh, and some. Oh, I put it there. I was gonna show. I got a video set yesterday. Battlestar Galactica, the original. And hello, Manticore. How are you? And he
Yeah,
says
hey.
hi to Metal.
I don't blame Rick for being suspicious of everyone. Mostly because he's had so many trolls in his chat that it's in his history that it's hard for him not to be instantly suspicious of everyone.
I don't believe it.
Dillard suspicious
And
about
much to
being
his detriment
suspicious.
too. Remember when Rick had that new guy? Remember when Rick had that new guy from like Brazil come in, and he thought that it was me because he's so suspicious, and he timed the guy out.
Yeah, well, I only thought it was you because somebody, and I think you said it was. Thanks. What does a wrench do? You
It
don't-
mostly stops it from other people with a wrench from timing you out.
yeah, in my chat. But no, you can set, you can time anybody out that doesn't have a wrench. That's being an idiot, but get my permission first. Unless it's, obvious that, they're posting links that they shouldn't be posting. And, and you can put links. Well, actually, nobody can put links except somebody with a wrench, so I guess that's not a thing. But I guess it's more if they're saying stuff that is uncalled for. I'm not sure how to put it. That's why you should give me a golden wrench, Rick, so I can sort out the riffraff. Actually, right now, Rick, may I time out Manticore? No. Rick's heresy will not stand, says Timothy. What heresy? When did I get one of those? One of what?
Yeah. Also, if somebody is being a heretic or a blasphemer in the chat, you can time them out.
Well, sir, will we stop the Piper infection from spreading? Oh, I guess when I said Tim instead of Chris.
No. I got the super wrench, so mostly the only people I can't time out are Rick and his mom because they're managers of the channel.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Dillard timed Manticore out.
What are you gonna do about that, Manticore? Oh, that's right. You can't respond because you're timed out, sucker.
See, the thing is, Metal snitched on you, and I did see it because I watched the the chat on in OBS, and it doesn't tell me when somebody does that.
I think
Doesn't
in
matter.
studio, the channel managers can actually reverse a timeout, but you can only do it from inside the YouTube studio.
If Manticore wants to talk and he wants me to actually hear what he has to say, then he needs to pay me for my next page. What do you think about that, Rick?
Well, you're not going to be able to time them out.
Oh, I already did. What are you talking about?
You won't be able to time them out again.
Oh, who cares about that?
That's like taking somebody's gun away after they shot somebody. It's like, yeah, well, I already shot him, so what?
He can't shoot him again,
Ha
or anybody else.
I killed him, Ma. I killed him dead.
Master Panda says a lot of large YouTube channels have absolutely worst mods ever. They'll time you out or kick you off for stupid reasons. Send a super chat to get unbanned. Yeah, can't send a super
I'll send
chat.
you a super chat then, Rick. You can give me back my... Oh, you don't even have super chats enabled. You should enable your super chat so people can give you super chats.
Yeah, well, you need to get over 1,000.
1,000.
Oh, not me. You.
Yeah, well, both of us need to get.
You should enable super chats.
And how do I enable super chats?
Just click on where it says enable super chats.
Yeah, but they won't let you do that till you hit 1,000 subs.
Who's they?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Although over on Rumble, you can have the equivalent of super chats right away. Rumble rants. Because you did send me one there once, and actually it's a little bit better for money wise. You get 80% instead of 2/3. Centurious Ghost says justice for Manticore, which I think is probably Manticore. Bam in the face, says Timothy.
How much money do you think that you would raise on a monthly basis if you get your super chats enabled?
Probably not much. On a monthly basis, somehow I think I would only achieve, especially at the moment, you know, if I was lucky, $5.
Oh.
Because
So what's the point of even doing it?
I read all the chats anyway, so at the moment, and
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
And like, it's not like it's going by, so I can't catch them. Probably if I had people on an ongoing basis, and I was getting distracted, not able to read the chats, then somebody might do it to get my attention. I don't know. What exactly does it take to get your super chat capabilities enabled? I know you need at least 1,000 subscribers. I'm not sure. I know to obviously get monetized, it takes the 4,000 hours within a year. So I'm not sure whether that's part of the super chat or not. I'm not 100% sure. In some ways I think it is, but I won't say for sure because I don't know. Timothy says don't lie. Oh.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that Rick knows exactly what it takes to get super chats enabled.
I know minimum of the 1,000 subs. Beyond that, I'm not 100% sure. I just know to get monetized, regular monetized. Although that's a way.
Oh, I've been creeping up slowly over the past couple of months.
Yeah,
I just broke 900 subs. No, I just broke 900 yesterday.
Oh wow! This yellow flash thing might put you up over the 1,000 in the next month or so, or less.
I hope so. Well, since the yellow flash thing, I only got like 4 new subs, but I've been pimping my channel a lot, so hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently at 903.
Oh, that's good.
What actually did it was the Buckler trailer. That put me that got me 75 subs in total.
Cool. I vote coffee. Captain Finney says, Dillard, your pathway to money is sequential art. Just forget about sleeping for a year or so.
No, what he's got to do is he's just got to learn how to draw in his sleep.
Ooh, is that possible?
I don't know, but if it is, it'd be worth it.
Timothy says, well, Cap, that is where cocaine comes in handy. Captain Infinity says, I vote for coffee. No, I am not smoking. I chew on my my stylus. Timothy says coffee and Coke. JR says, if you're aiming for hours, I work at home. I can keep your videos playing in the background. Well, that would be nice for sure. At the moment, there was one time that I had like around 500 subs, and I actually had the 4,000 hours watched. People had watched 4,000 hours of my stuff. And, well, I was having a hard time getting the 1,000 subs, so I've went down. When I get the 1,000 subs again, well, again, I shouldn't say again. When I get the 1,000 subs, I will probably stream a little bit more. I might bring back High Noon permanently. I don't know what I'll do for it exactly, but
What did Will Smith do for his fame?
sing. Became a TV star / movie star.
What are you willing to do?
I don't know. Yeah, like I think I got myself to the within 2 years I had myself at the point where I had over the 2,000 hours watched or 4,000 hours watched. Timothy says slap people. Carol Color says, "Oh look, Manticore is back, and he's Nurkid. Nurkid." Will Smith is a cuck, says Manticore. So, well, Dillard's gonna find out about. Go ahead.
I can't even time out Timothy Olsen. Rick, take away Timothy's wrench and give me a wrench so I can time out Timothy Olsen.
Well, Metal has besides me, of course, has the only wrench that can actually time out anybody in the chat. Well, except for anybody that would have a wrench like this. Metal actually has a moderating wrench.
Rick, I'm gonna need you to give me my wrench back because I'm trying to time out Manticore, but because I don't have a wrench, it's only allowing me to report him. So all I can do is report him now.
Shield your eyes, Carol. No wrench. Do you think I could get to 1,000 subs before Rick says flit? Possibly.
Yes. Yes.
Do some of those drunk streams.
All right, Timothy, Manticore, you've been reported.
Hey, Pilfer
Now
Pup. Thanks, Pilfer Pup. Yeah, anybody wants one of these, $40 plus shipping.
God damn.
Well, if I could I could get it down to like 30 if I was plus shipping. If I were to buy like 20 at a time, but I don't really have the money to do that, so. And not Pilfer Puff, Pilfer Pup. And the Space Marine looks good. Thank you, thank you. And everybody check out Pilfer Pups. He has a great channel. And he, of course, is my one Patreon supporter at the moment. So I gotta mention that every so often.
Oh, cool. You sound like you don't want to, but you feel obligated.
I just don't want to embarrass him or whatever by saying it or whatever.
You should be ecstatic that you even have a patron.
Yes, I am.
You should shout it from the rooftops, Rick. Be proud.
And feel free to put the link to your channel in the chat. You've got the wrench, Pilfer.
I can't. You took my wrench.
Why would I be?
There we go.
I don't know. I don't know. How often
I'm
do you
going
upload
to
content?
flex my wrench on Dillard by posting his link.
You can't stop me no matter who you are, Rick. What are you gonna do about that?
I don't do it that much at all anymore. Massive. I used to do it a little bit more. But because before Pilfer Pup started, for a couple years I was having no patrons. So
They're not offering anybody anything exclusive on Patreon?
well, like let's see, my Patreon.
That's the best way to do it. Good job, Rick.
Well, people, if they go at certain tiers, are supposed to get.
Don't yell at me. Pilfer Pup says, I do animation and illustration live streams and mini art lessons. Let me go check out this channel. Ooh. It's like anime chibi stuff. And furry stuff.
Unless I'm confusing with another channel, because I think I only ever hopped in his stream once. I'm pretty sure that Pilfer Pup was the one where I hopped in and I immediately heard Final Fantasy XI music playing in the background. I was also the only person that recognized the music playing in the background.
Let's see. Notifications.
Yeah, I was like, I walked into the stream like, did I just walk into Ron Fair?
I'm sorry, what happened?
Oh, it was like I hopped into the chat of Pilfer Puff's stream and I heard music playing. Like, did I just walk out into Ron Fair, which is an area in Final Fantasy XI, because I had been playing it again recently. I was like, why am I hearing this music?
Yeah, this is not bad. I'll subscribe. Here we go.
Okay, let's see.
I'm now subscribed to Pilfer Pup Draws.
Flit says, "Damn, does everyone have a Patreon?" No, I don't think everybody. I draw. Pilfer Pup says, "I draw cute stuff mostly." Oh yeah, I love Final Fantasy X. Captain Penny says, "No, I do not."
That says 11.
11. Okay. Pilfer Pup Draw says, "That's my all-time favorite game. A relationship long gone." Captain Finley says, "I don't intend to neither." I'm not sure what. I've got, Manticore said, "I've got one and I don't remember it, though." Out loud. Oh, maybe, saying about Patreon for Captain Finity. Rom Frotro, so classic, says Pilfer Pup.
This is Ron 4. That's the area I
4.
was talking about. Yeah. And no, Massive Panda. 11 was also on PlayStation 2. You could play it using a PlayStation 2.
Okay, Pilfer Pup says, "Are you playing on the Horizon server?"
Yeah, we used to play on Eden, but my group just moved over Horizon because it's a bigger server, and they're like trying to retroactively add some of the later stuff to scale to the original level 75 level cap.
And Pilfer Pup thanks Dillard for subscribing. And then says it about it being on thing. So, yeah, let's see. For my membership tiers for Patreon, a beginning, $1 a month. I will shout a thanks at least once a month on my YouTube channel, unless otherwise asked not to. And then for $5 a call, $5 a month. You can choose a drawing once a month and get a digital copy sent to you, and I will shout out at least once a month. So, that sketch card. For the $5 a month, you get a sketch card and get it mailed to you, as well as a digital copy. Oh no, that looks for the $10, I think. The $5 is just to get the digital version. $10 a month. Everyone back in this level gets a commission sketch card, and they also will get a private link to record the commission being done. In other words, record myself doing it, put it up on YouTube under private or unlisted, and send them a link to view it. Double or nothing. You can get 2 sketch cards for $15 a month. Taking on some thugs. Everyone at this level gets a 9x12 commission of their choice on 140-pound paper, watercolor, blah blah blah. And then there's more, a lot more. Maybe not a lot more, but up to $120. And you get different stuff, more and more, bigger drawings or whatever. Okay, I might put Captain Finity on Vic's starter though. Last time said Captain Finity. Vic Starter, okay. Massive Panda says, okay. Ronfar is an excellent track. I love the version on the Final Fantasy Distance World Up 2 album.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I love basically all the music from 11. And right before you enter Ronfar for the first time, you are actually in, how do you pronounce it? San Dioria. And the music there is great because it's got like these nice bagpipes playing like all the time.
Yes, my sketchbook. I am drawing, I guess, a Space Marine from 40K. One of my subscribers here, I wasn't sure what I was going to draw tonight, asked me to do that. If I opened a Patreon, the lowest tier would be $10 and you get nothing says split. Well, that would be up to you. And hello, Sketchbook. How are you tonight? Oh, Sketchbook. I'm probably going to be finished the remastering in about 2 weeks. Maybe 2.5. And I just telling Sketch because he is doing the cover for the remastered version.
Oh?
Pilfer Pup says Final Fantasy XI has a legendary soundtrack with this really great team remixing them chill remixes. Sketchbook says I'm working on the cover right now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Says Yoda Manticore as well, and Flit says 10,000, not 10. Oh, I don't know how I read that wrong. Oh, 10K you said. That's where I, for some reason, didn't see that. Okay. Or blocked it out seeing it. Pilfer Pup links the soundtrack to Final Fantasy XI on YouTube. Cool, cool, cool. I want Rick to get super chats just to see how upset super chatters would be when he butchers reading them. Hey, Vic, how are you?
I mean, if he set up Streamlabs, technically he could be getting chats at any time. He would just have to keep the window open so he could read them.
Yeah. But that's through PayPal, right? I've tried figuring that out because I think you need a business account through PayPal to do it. I don't have a business.
Yeah, that is right. I don't think they have another way of doing without PayPal. I'd have to double check.
Pay unto PayPal what PayPal is owest.
Yeah, I'm not making any money at the moment on my comics, so I don't want to really go get a business license.
Yeah, I have a Streamlabs set up for my stuff. I'm gonna go look at the options for it. Because if you could connect a bank account directly, that would probably make it easier.
No, you may not time Vic out. There's no reason to. He hasn't done anything bad, Carol.
Well, if you give me back my wrench, I could.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. I don't want him timed out for no reason.
Well, what about Manticore? I got time Manticore out.
Again, I don't want him timed out for no reason either.
But you keep telling me in the back room how much you hate Manticore.
Okay, good night, Pilfer Pup. Carol says, damn, another save by Rick. Flit says Rick needs the TTS super chats. Nothing would ever go wrong with TTS super chats. I'm not sure what TTS super chats are.
Text to speak.
Oh, okay.
Oh shoot, they added PayPal Plus to Streamlabs? I have a PayPal business account. I can abuse that. People can actually use a credit card directly without having to do normal PayPal payments. I need to set that up.
And Sketchbook says hello to the chat. Metal and Dillard.
Hello,
Yeah,
Sketchbook.
You can get paid directly through like a credit or debit card, but you have to be a verified account on Streamlabs, and I don't know what you have to do to become verified.
Sketchbook says, yeah, I was thinking of using Streamlabs. Sketchbook is laughing about Dillard don't got a wrench. Yeah, he timed out Manticore earlier and I took his wrench away when Manticore didn't do anything to get timed out. He'll probably get it back in a week or two. Massive Panda says, Dillard, I know you're busy on Flash's book and your Canadian Tussle campaign. Is the Ballad of Bucklet on hold for a while, or is that one still actively in production too?
No, everything's actively in production. It's just very slow. I don't stop anything. I just do it very slowly.
It says, imagine voluntarily doxing yourself by using PayPal. Manticore is laughing about that. Something I think. Oh, he said, Dillard's always on the dumb shit. Rumble is about to add all these features. What features, Sketch? Rumble, you can actually get super chats, or they're called Rumble rants.
Well, also just like tipping and random stuff too, because technically a super chat is a tip, but I think Rumble's going to add like a direct tip if you don't want it to appear on stream, or if you want to do it in between videos, and a bunch of other things. Have they added memberships? I think that's another one that's coming too.
What? Who said Dillard's always on some dumb shit?
That was Manticore.
That's it.
He's only saying that because he knows you lost your wrench.
It looks like Vic King and Captain Infinity are fighting in the chat.
Yes,
Nice.
I noticed that.
Rick, you always bring out the best in people. You know what? I am going to start a Patreon. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, we sort of had one before. Yeah,
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to set it up so you can support my artwork. And you'll get nothing in return. Unless you support at $10 or higher. And then I'll send you a coaster.
Sketchbook says.
Sound fair?
Sure.
Are you going to send them a coaster every single month?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, that's fair.
The same coaster?
Well, I mean,
Yep.
if you're going to actually use it, you're going to go through the coaster. Why wouldn't you want the same one?
Yeah. Sketchbook says, yeah, memberships, subs, and emotes. Well, they call the... I'm not sure.
Let me tell you why, Rick. Because I don't have any money. Like, I am dead-ass broke now. Now that I'm working on this dumb project for Yellow Flash, like, I'm not going to be paid until the campaign closes down. So, like, not only do I'm not able to work on, like, other people's stuff, I also have to actively be working on this stuff that's not getting paid right now. So I'm dead-ass broke. So I need people to be like, hey, let's support Dillard while he's doing this endeavor. What do you think about that, Rick?
Interesting. So is he gonna? Do you know whether he's setting it up on GoFundMe or whatever? Yet or
No, not yet. He hasn't decided.
or
But why don't you
Indiegogo?
just ask Flash if you, since you know he'd probably be amenable, knowing that you're not getting things by the end. If you could just put finished pages on the Patreon to where only people who are paying can see them.
Ooh. That's fancy.
Yeah, because he might be like, yeah, sure, because you need to make money somehow.
Send a
That's a
cheap
good
paste
idea.
code. Flint says.
That's what I
"Send
would
a
do if
cheap
I was working
paster-"
with somebody.
Flint says, send a cheap paper coaster from a random bar. Flint, that won't go the way you think, he says, Sketch. And then Flint says, oh, I think we'll go exactly the way I think. Yes, Sketchbook, he's doing a book for Yellow Flash, a comic. Dillard was showing off some pages earlier. Yellow Flash put a tweet out.
Yeah, Yellow Flash came to me and he said, Dillard, everybody in this community, they're all dog shit. I need a great artist of your caliber to sell my book. Will you do me the honor of being my artist?
So
I had to
this
think
is
about it for a long
page
time.
2, I think you said.
Huh?
This I put up the page that Yellow Flash, or one of them that he showed on Twitter. I think you said it was page 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's page 2.
My sketchbook says I thought Yellow Flash was done with comics. Apparently not making them. Maybe otherwise he is. I don't know. Massive. Yeah, that sounds fair. Man's got to get paid and eat.
Why does this look so weird? Did you take my artwork and stretch it out, Rick?
No. It's because of the way that I have my whatchamacallit. So I can see the chat the way I have my Clip Studio. Like if I do that, it probably looks right. I want to be able to see the chat to read it, not flip between. So I usually have it so it's.
So just show everyone my artwork all skewed and whack looking.
Well, every artwork, not just yours. You don't get the fancy treatment of getting yours only skewed. But
Thank you.
Thank
you.
But I put
God forbid this channel about artwork actually shows artwork in the correct ratio.
But I put it so they can see it right at the moment for a few seconds.
That's right. Rick, you're lying. You stretch Dillard's art. You're trying to sabotage Dillard and Flash. I don't know when exactly Rick turned anti-CG, but it's apparent.
Sketchbook says, so he played to your vanity for uppaid your art until the campaign is done. I'll take a note of that for when I need an artist. Yeah, well, I think Dillard knows Yellow Flash, if he launches a campaign, will probably get a pretty penny for whatever comic he puts out.
Yeah, it's the high risk, high reward. It's like Flash has a big name, so he'll probably make more being a partner on it than he would getting paid up front.
Yeah.
That is correct.
And Carol says, Dillard dollars, send them to me, he says. That response from Rick, that's interesting. Means he's not going to join your Patreon, Dillard. Yeah, I can't afford.
Why wouldn't you join my Patreon, Rick, if I've supported you all these years?
Well, if you have a buck tier, I will do that.
Yeah, there'll be $1 tier, there'll be a $5 tier. You don't get anything for it, but it's supporting me.
That's the I get to brag that I'm supporting tier. That's all it is.
Yeah. I'll draw an icon that you can put on your channel that says, I support Dillard.
Oh, where is everybody getting that, the Fund My Comic Book thing? The black part of it? Because I figure you do your drawing of your character yourself to attach to it.
Yeah. Oh, you like that, do you?
Yeah, well, I've seen you do it. I've seen several people do it, so I was thinking of doing a Canadian Shield.
I was the first person to do it.
Flint says, money only flows into Canada, not the other way around. Captain
Damn welfare state.
Captain Finity says, someone needs to take these dollars for drawing issue 2. No other decent artist around. If I only knew a comic artist that wants lots of money. The dollar tier would be called the Pied Pipers tier, says Sketchbook.
It's called the Rick Piper tier. 48 cents.
Massive Panda says, Dillard draws nice. TNA, I might have to support his Patreon too, just saying. Captain Vanity says, there must be a comic book artist in Canada. Yeah, there's me, but I know I'm not as good as Dillard, so.
Actually,
Might.
Dillard, here's some advice on Patreon. You don't do $1 tier. You do $2. Due to the service fee and everything, it's not worth doing the dollar, and people are far more likely to go for a $2 tier anyway.
Oh. I don't think I'm actually gonna go for a $2 tier. I think I'm just gonna do a $10 tier only.
That would be for the best. You don't want to undersell your tiers. If you just have like a decently priced normal tier, that does way better than putting in like a $1 or $2 tier.
Carol says, is there a Tree Fitty tier?
There would be if Luke Stone hadn't sabotaged me.
Well, don't think there can be even on Patreon either. I think they do the dollar ones.
I don't know. I think you can set your own tiers on Patreon. It's been a while since I've used it.
Yeah.
But I think it's an input. I think you can put like $3.50 if you want.
Yeah. Well, it's input, but I think they only. I think they only allow to the dollar, or like $1, $2, $3, $4, or whatever.
If it was up to me, I would put the dollar amount down 0.99 for every single tier.
Panda says until Dillard starts getting ESG money and then tells us that Bucklet and all Captain Finity's maids were all dudes the entire time, then I'm out. Vic, is this virtual I know what the word is, but I'm having hard. Ritual between Rick and Dillard is heartbreaking.
Vitriol.
Vitriol.
Yours might have stopped, JR, because I've got about half the body done. I don't got the arms or the legs. Patreon says,
Refresh.
I'll draw issue 2 myself and spend the money on menthol cigarettes. I agree.
You rat bastard.
Flit says, I agree to draw your issue 2, but I won't draw anything. I'll just disappear once I got paid, as it's a tradition in indie comics.
It is a tradition. A bad one that we wish would stop, but a tradition nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to draw cobwebs over, and I'm talking about ancient cobwebs, 3,000-year-old cobwebs. Would that basically just look like dirty paper?
Probably. Because you'd probably want to work with negative space if you could.
Don't think I can.
The background's not dark enough that you can just erase the cobwebs out of it.
No. I could
that's rough.
darken up the background with but it's a close up, right? So I'd have to hatch the ever loving shit out of it.
Yeah.
Are you doing the coloring?
Yes.
You might
But
want
again,
to
add
this
it
page has to
later.
look very impressive as black and white because they're going to be shown in small. Everything I do has to be very
yeah.
impressive looking. As steps and steps go by, nothing left for later because this has to be really tantalizing to look at right off the bat.
Yeah, I get that.
Here, let me share it again.
Okay.
No, I don't think you're getting it because you're asking me to do it in color, Rick.
No. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking because cobwebs are white, it might be easier to show them when it's colored.
Yeah, but he's got to be able to see it before he colors it. That's the thing. So you can't even just leave it on another layer and wait for later for the color to show up behind it.
Yeah. Were you going to show or not?
There we go. Takes a minute, okay?
Yeah.
So here it is. Here's kind of how I have the cobwebs on the top one.
Okay, just give me a sec.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to let everybody else see, but for some
Yeah.
reason Discord doesn't want to come up on.
Yeah, that's not bad. Like, I could see that.
So how do I do those here?
Hmm.
We could show them stringing down from the.
No, because it has to basically look the same from another angle. What I would probably
Well, I
do.
didn't see the top one, so I was trying
No,
to
you looked
get
at
it
it
so
too
everybody
late.
could see.
Here's the top one.
Yeah.
Okay, is that so?
This is the guy. This is the guy. It's at about a crotch level. This is the little podium that it's sitting on.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
so
I would
we're
do.
seeing it
Now
from
he's
the
looking at
back,
it.
right? Obviously.
This is
Yes, and
probably
now you're
similar
seeing it from the top-down view.
to
Yeah.
what you did before. Is on a separate layer, I probably would just draw the cobwebs. And then I would probably just fill in the area between the cobwebs with like a scattered brush of white so that it looks like the background's faded. Because you can't afford for it not to
Okay.
look like it's like dithering black and white. That's like the only option
Yeah.
you really have.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, it's like I guess this is the theater of the mind portion of the stream.
Well, I got to it finally. As he
Yeah.
was all done. Okay, JR says, yeah, totally. I'd never pay an artist up front for a comic book. Way too many kiss and tell stories about someone doing an 8-page and then quitting, partially paid, but producing nothing that can be used. Captain Finney says, I'm happy to report that Dillard does deliver. My sketchbook says,
Yeah.
yeah, an artist taking the money and running is an all too familiar story.
Well, you know, there's ways because you should pay your artist, especially unless you're a big name that you can afford to do some type of deal where they get royalties out of it. But one thing you can do is you can work one page at a time, and for the first page you'd be like, I'll give you half up front, and then after you deliver, I'll pay, and because you've delivered one page, then I'll give you each page fully up front from there on out, just to make sure the person's serious. And a lot of people, for the first negotiation, they will take the half up front, especially if they're not getting a lot of work otherwise.
Well, first of all, Sketch, they aren't showing their faces or whatever. I don't think they want. So I don't have them, the Discord showing. So. Okay, basically caught up with the chat at the moment.
Yeah, one page up front at a time is fair. I think it's fair too. I think most artists will think it's fair, especially because like you're not wasting their time if you pay them per page.
Yeah.
Now, because of handling fees, though, if you can trust the person and pay them for multiple pages at a time, that would be the best, but work with what you got.
Well, for physical copies, if you're not somewhere where you can actually get them from them, I can see getting them, paying, for them to be done, and getting them digitally, and then if the person is doing traditional, then maybe after they're done 5 or 6 or 10 pages, then sending them off and paying for that portion at that point.
What?
Yeah. Like if somebody does traditional work, right, and they're doing a comic for you, you pay them for each page as it goes, right? But if you want those pages, the physical pages, to sell for yourself on a campaign, you know, um, instead of them sending each one in the mail separately, wait till there's like 10 or 12 pages or something like that, or all of them.
Oh yeah, but you just handle that after the book is done at that point, basically.
Yeah.
We're only concerned about the pages that are making it into the book at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just saying you get the
Yeah.
digital, beforehand, because then you have the digital copies, and you can get the actual physical ones later.
Also, I like my copies of stuff, so if you would want the physical, I would end up probably charging an extra fee on top of that to get them.
Yeah, and I'm saying, yeah, if there's going to be it's extra for that, then you just pay it at the end, like when you decide that you actually want it and they're being shipped. And also, to me, I think paying one page at a time gives the incentive for the artist to be fast so they can get money, or paying at the end, depending on how you do it. But then, that's always up between the payer and the artist and who's ever hiring them. Captain Finity says, digital art is fine for me. Save shipping headaches. Smooth.
Oh, I agree. I would also say, I think at least for the first page, as somebody who is an artist that does work for other people, I think it's also perfectly fine to refuse your upfront payment until you are given thumbnails, because thumbnails take no time to bust out.
Yeah.
Somebody gives you thumbnails, they're serious about doing the page, and then you can give them the whole page right there, the whole amount.
I don't know.
Page per day or...
Well, again, that's me.
Others.
But also, Dillard, you have a reputation. You can charge everything up front if you want. I'm talking about your average artist who may or may
The
not
work's
have
gonna
a
get done
reputation.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, I do. I actually do thumbnails before because I want to know exactly, because I think having this online stuff is great, because you can actually sit down with the creator and be like, tell me what is actually happening on this page, and you can have all that stuff fresh in your mind and like live as you're doing
Absolutely.
the thumbnail and layout. So, and then once you have your thumbnail and layout, you're good, right? All you have to do now is the actual work. But you have everything you need to do the work. There's no like sending it back and them saying, that's not what I had in mind, because you did the layouts like live with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Captain Finity says, Dillard does a layout in advance if you are a nice client. Aqua's back and says, hey guys, I'm back from feeding my car. Cool.
And I think most artists, especially in the modern day, because of internet calls, you can share your screen and stuff. that are serious about the work would be willing to do the same thing.
Yeah. The only problem I have sometimes, like with Finity, is that like for spans of time he won't have good internet. So I'll have to like send, like, is this what you're talking about? And like send a screenshot. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
which is it's more difficult. It's more time consuming, but you know it's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, we're still discussing the payment terms or whatever. Just more in general about it.
I mean, these circles, it is a pretty important topic to discuss because a lot of people who are just getting into things, they don't even know where to begin with payment.
Yeah. For sure.
We're discussing the payment terms, how you guys are going to pay my Patreon. Rick is refusing to support me on Patreon. He's giving me some bogus excuse about not having a bank account.
Actually, I said not having that type of money. No, I didn't even say that. I said I'd go for the buck tier if there was a one. I guess I could go 2.
You put in parentheses, it's the buckler tier.
People are going to be like, the what?
Yeah. Oh, Affinity's trying to sabotage you. He's like, don't support Dillard. We need him hungry for sequential artwork.
You might not say that. Dillard might quit being your artist.
I would never.
We have Lajay. Not sure how to pronounce it. Says, "Hey Aqua, I'm a big fan. Also, a big fan, and also a big fan of Cross Comics. I didn't know you watch Cross Comics too."
Plus, Dillard likes money. If he got extra money on Patreon, that wouldn't stop him from making money other way too.
Yeah, that's true.
Shut up, Mel.
You know I'm right.
Yeah.
JR says, Comicsgate has had several artists flip out and go to writers' YouTube streams and complain about payment terms after rage quitting with half a book done or releasing the pages for free as a PDF, etc. Maybe you could send 100 DPS versions of the images until completed.
It's DPI. It's
DPI, yeah. I don't know why I said DPI.
No, this is what you do, and I'm gonna be completely honest. Is this problem could be solved really simply. Vet your fucking artists.
Yeah.
Don't go with somebody that's unknown. If somebody is unknown, they're unknown for a reason. You know, they're either
Two
they don't
reasons.
have
Right?
Right.
They're either
But-
new or other people don't trust them for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you vet your artist, you make sure, and the captain always says this, right? Which is something that I agree with, and it's an old adage, which is, if you want something done, ask a busy person,
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter if this guy has all the time in the world. You know, you ask somebody that's busy, they're gonna get it done. They're gonna get it done quick.
Okay. Massive Panda says, then we can get the first look at the next installment of your Man from Brownville series before they go up on YouTube. Yeah, I guess you could do that on Patreon as well. Aqua says, oh hey, thanks for supporting my channel. Record Blaster says, hi. JR says, Well, it's too late for me. I'm old. I'm heading to bed. Can't wait to wake up and see Maracas. Yeah, well, it's 12, so I might finish this hand here, and that's probably where I'll end it. And Record Beater 3000 says, I can have a moderator, please. Um, as far as I know, this is the first time I'm seeing you on the channel. Um, unless you're letting me know what you want it for, support something. I have been known to give out wrenches so people could do something
Drop
for their
links.
channel or whatever. Um, but you know,
Yeah,
oh,
give me a wrench so I can put a link to my channel, Rick.
I can do that for you, Dillard. Man,
Aw, you're screwed now, Manticore.
Yeah.
couldn't agree more. JR says, if I never heard of the comment as stable as an artist, I'd want stuff done before paying. Just have
Yeah,
just to
it's like
have
when
it
you want
for
it's like when you
fun.
want yeah, it's like when you
I
want to
don't
go like
like
you want
people
to give
banning
somebody some
random
money
people.
so they can go buy you beer, right? Like you're a kid and you're gonna give some adult some money to go get you beer. You got to have like safeguards in place.
Yeah.
You gotta be like you gotta be there with like a couple of buddies, so in case he doesn't get you the beer, you kick his ass, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta have safeguards. So like if what, Rick?
Oh, just I'm not up to for people just banning random people at random for no reason. Record beater. That's why Dillard lost his wrench.
Yeah. If he wanted random people banned for no reason, he would have just given me the okay to do it.
So like when it comes to artists, it's like yeah, you vet the artist, you follow them a little bit, see the stuff they've done, and you know when you meet a new friend, and every time you meet somebody an artist that you don't know, it's a new friend. You always do it as in whatever you're comfortable losing. Essentially, if you're comfortable losing 10% for a whatever, and then you move to the next step, go slow. None of this
Yep.
stuff has to get done fast. Go slow. Give me some layouts. Give me some layouts. I'll give you $10. I like the layouts. Let's move on to a full page sketch, right? And I'll give you half. Okay, I
Well,
like
that's
it.
how I like working
Let's
with people anyway. I like
you know
seeing all
as
the
slow as you
steps.
need to go, so that you don't feel like you're under the barrel, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I was going to bring up because JR brings up NDAs and non-disparagement. Those aren't entirely necessary, but if you feel like it, you should. I would say a good way of vetting somebody who doesn't have a strong reputation for finishing things is to ask them to an agreement in writing. Just because it may not be necessary, but anybody who's willing to sign something is probably far more likely to be serious about the opportunity you're giving them.
Yeah, like I never. Well, I didn't say never, but I usually never use contracts.
Yeah.
But like for instance, a writer came to me. Nasser was like, "Oh, if we're gonna work together, I need you to sign this contract." I was like, "Okay, send it over." So he sent it over. I sent it back with a bunch of red markers all over it. Said, "Not doing this, not doing this." And then he sent it back saying, "Okay, I changed it." I said, "Sounds good." I signed it.
Yeah.
But to me, it didn't really matter because I'm gonna do the work anyway. Whatever.
Yeah, but it shows you're serious, and the fact that they're willing to take your changes too show that they're serious about it, and you're like, okay, don't have to worry about anything now.
Yeah. People shouldn't feel like if you find somebody that's real sketchy about signing a contract, that's a red flag.
That's
Yeah,
sketchy.
huge red flag.
Prime, do I drink Prime? I don't drink alcohol, Prime. I'm not sure whether that's what you're referring to. JR says, I've thought about trying to write comic books. I'm utterly without artistic talent. That's all right. Yeah, try your hand at writing it. See what people think, and you go from there.
Also, Prime is an energy drink.
Okay, well.
It was launched this year. I wouldn't be surprised if that's some random campaign jumping up in the chat. It's Logan Paul and KSI, I think.
I wasn't sure, there's so many different drinks out there. could easily have been alcoholic, could easily not have been.
Yeah.
Let's see. My sketchbook is sketchy as they come. It's in his name. So we've been on just over 2 hours. There is got about half of it done. Maybe I'll finish up next week. This week, Thursday noon, I will be having another live stream. Hello, Goldplay. Everybody, remember to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Ring the bell for notification. Dillard, anything out there you want to promote?
Yeah, my channel, but I don't have no wrench.
Type in the chat, and as long as you don't time somebody out right away when I give it back to you.
Immediately
There you
times
go.
out Manticore again.
I'm gonna go over to YouTube. I can't do it on.
Hold on, I gotta go find my campaign. Hold on. I have a campaign right now, Rick.
Yeah, I shared it for you earlier.
Let me grab that. Copy, paste.
Do I trust Dillard as a managing mod?
There you go. Oh, I'm not even wrenched. I can't even put my link down. Damn it.
I'm about to. I'm just trying to think, should I just do use standard or managing?
Standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't make
Okay.
things difficult.
There you go. You're re-wrenched.
There it is.
Think about it this way, Rick.
There's my campaign. It's called The Buckler Canadian Tussle. It's live now on a website called funmycomic.com. I'd appreciate it if you show some support and take a look at the book. I also have something else that I'd like to share, and that is my YouTube channel. So let me go and grab that real quick.
Flint
Yeah,
says,
Rick. But think about it this way: if you make him a standard mod, and he does time somebody out again, then I can just reactively time him out, and then he can just sit without his mod privileges for the 300 seconds.
yeah, true.
There you go. That's my YouTube channel. We're getting some traction finally. I just crossed
Nice.
900 subs on the road to 1,000. It would be great if you guys could sub to my channel. I do drawings over there. All that stuff. Nice bosoms. What?
I think he looked at your Fun My Comic.
Yeah, the breasts
Oh,
that you draw,
yes.
they are nice.
I like those.
Flit
I
says,
spent many years studying breasts.
Flit says, I trust Dillard as a managing mod. What could go wrong? Yeah, I just passed 750, so I'm on my way to 800.
No, I thought you wanted me to promote, Rick. I'm promoting right now, not you.
Okay, well, finish promoting.
Well, you interrupted me.
Well, I'm letting
Go
you
ahead,
go
Rick.
now.
What do you got to say?
Burn it. Anything more you would like to promote, John?
I guess not.
You guess not? You don't know?
What I mean, Rick, is I would love to promote, but I also don't love being interrupted. So just end the show. I don't care.
Well, after you're done, I'm going to let Metal do it.
I don't
So-
believe you. You're gonna interrupt me again.
Okay.
You're setting me up
gonna-
to make me look like the fool, and a man in my position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
He's
Oh,
gonna interrupt you again while I'm promoting too.
Okay, well then, Metal, would you like to promote something since Dillard doesn't want to finish promoting?
Yes, I would like to promote the book, The Canadian Tussle on Fund My Comic. Uh, I'm kidding. No, you should all
Suck
get
it,
that.
Rick.
You should all get that. What I would like to promote is tomorrow, always the same day after Rick's chill stream. We've got the Vomitorium, same time, same place as always, and drop that in there. You can all come by and have a good time at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Standard Time. And also, just because funds are not doing well right now on my part, just lost my mom, and we're going through a move, so we're all really tight for money. If you've ever thought about supporting any of my stuff, maybe you just want to buy a comic, you can, I don't know, get a physical copy of X Dynamis Chaos 4 from Indie Planet, or donate on the show, whatever, but I really appreciate anybody who helps out.
By lost your mom, do you mean your mom died?
Yes, she passed away
Oh, I'm sorry to
on
hear
Memorial
that.
Day at 4:20 in the morning.
When, Sunday, you said, or
Damn it, Rick. That's
Memorial
why.
Day.
That's why we were so angry at you for telling him to finish whatever email you. You heard about this in the beginning of the stream.
I didn't hear about his mom dying.
Yeah.
I did not know. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I could time out Manticore.
But yeah, she passed away Memorial Day, early in the morning. It was a really rough time. We're still having a rough time, and all just before we're gonna move. So, yeah. And anybody who wants to help out in any way, appreciate it. Really, I'm not like begging for donations. If you enjoy the stuff I do, you can donate towards that, or you can buy a book. People who already like the stuff. If you've ever thought about it, this would be about the time to do it.
Yeah, definitely go do that, people. Flit says,
What would be a
he's
place?
sorry to
What would be
hear
a
that
place?
What are you asking, Diller?
What would be a place where you would get like the fastest access to the money?
That would probably be through my PayPal, which is I have a custom link.
Do you want to drop the PayPal link in the chat?
Yeah. Let me put that.
and thank you, Aqua, for timing Gold Plays out.
Let me grab that.
Massive Panda also says he's sorry to hear and his condolences to you, Metal.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's been rough. But the show must go on, so we are still going to have a Vomitorium tomorrow. And I believe Pixel Trader might be hopping on for the first half hour of that to promote his book. And the rest of the show will just be like normally scheduled topics and stuff.
Yeah. And I will actually be having Pixel Trader on at noon on Thursday for High Noon. Show that I was doing for a few years where I was drawing up my comics, some of my comics, or just doing fan art. I take it you were done, right, Metal?
Yeah, I'm done. That was it.
Okay. So yeah, check that out. Remember Thursday noon, and I actually have a comic over on From My Comics too, the Canadian Shield 2 and all that. So go check that out if you want to, people. And thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for John and Metal for coming on. It's been great having you on as always.
All right, Metal. I currently have $9.51 in my PayPal. I sent you $5.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
When I get some more, I'll send some more. That's all I got right now.
Everything helps.
So we'll see everybody hopefully Thursday afternoon or morning, whatever it might be for you. So bye for now. God bless. Love you all.